Hi everyone, welcome back to Baka Bitches. We are two 30-something-year-olds who love to drink and talk about anime. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Hannah to quickly go through our anime disclaimers.
Yes, because you'll need them just in case you don't want sensitive ears listening. But yeah, this is fair warning, a podcast that we're going to be talking about there's going to be language, there's going to be cursing because we're drinking, there's going to be drinks. So
What the fuck are you talking about?
I know.
What kind of fucking language is happening in here?
This is bullshit. I know.
It's a family show.
So sorry.
Please don't watch this with your family.
Yeah, don't do it.
Watch it in private.
With the door closed and locked. But yeah, so there's going to be language. There's probably going to be some sexy talk in here.
Some adult themes.
Definitely a lot of adult themes. And that ranges
references
from,
to sexuality.
Yes, sexy sex time and daddies. Lots of daddies.
So many daddies. All the daddies with an I-E-S. Daddies.
Daddies.
Probably some dark elements. Some things that might be uncomfortable. Death.
Sex, violence, drug use.
Mm-hmm. Heavy themes.
We're gonna talk about it all. So if you're a little sensitive about those subjects, please just be aware that it's to your discretion, and don't come at us for watching in dub. Okay?
Mostly don't come at us for that because we are Baka Bitches and we are not reading subtitles.
We are not. Maybe on our own time, but this is podcast time, and we gotta go with the English. We gotta go with the English so we absorb it all.
Enjoy, guys.
Enjoy.
Hi everyone, welcome to Baka Bitches. We are two 30-something-year-olds who love to drink and to talk about anime. Tonight we are discussing episode 7 of Inuyasha.
It's true.
Showdown. Inuyasha versus Sesshomaru.
You know what? Yes, sure. It's so close.
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Hannah.
Hannah, what are we drinking tonight?
We are drinking some dank Prosecco Rosé from the one, the only Kirkland.
I don't understand what dank means in this circumstance. Well, I'm so old. Explain it for my millennial ears.
You know, honestly, just personally, I use dank as an adjective to describe something good.
Oh.
But that's just me personally. Like, you know, I like a good dank meme. I know, like, in the weed world, that means something else. But
Hannah does know a lot about the underbelly of the weed world.
The seedy underbelly, if you will.
Yes.
The hoppy underbelly.
All the underbellies.
Yeah, of different varieties. They're all dank.
Of the weed. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we're drinking. It's really
rosé.
Yeah, a bubbly rosé. It's great.
Yeah. We're just kind of finishing up a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah, just clearing out the fridge.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into episode 7,
yeah.
As according to the wikis,
mm-hmm.
I'm sorry in advance for all of what I'm about to butcher.
I'll try to help.
Not for you, Hannah, for everybody listening.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kagome removes Tetsusaiga from its altar and gives it to Inuyasha after Sesshomaru reminds Inuyasha
Are you even trying anymore?
That the latter is a half-breed yokai. The former reverts to his dog yokai form to test the power of the sword, climbing their way to the top of the shaft. Of the tomb. That was me.
Oh, okay. I was like, go on.
Inuyasha defeats Sesshomaru
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Go on.
forcing him to retreat. Inuyasha and Kagome return to the village with the black pearl safely returned to Inuyasha's right eye.
Wow, that's
it. That's
wow.
it. That is it.
They really just vague it up
That's
on these wikis.
I mean,
Like,
but aren't you also kind of glad because of my narration of this?
I kind of wish there was more because of your narration.
Nah. I think we good.
I don't know. I need more dank descriptions.
Dank descriptions. Okay, so take it away, Hannah.
Okay. So, yeah, we pick up off where Kagome has Tetsusaiga in her hands, and she's
Yes.
like, "Ooh, so sorry, friends. Do you want me to, like, put it back? Is that good for you?" And,
Oh, that's right.
yeah, and Sesshomaru is just forgets about Inuyasha. Immediately, you all right there? You good?
I'm good.
Okay. So, Sesshomaru leaves Inuyasha alone and immediately, like, shoomps his way over to Kagome. Like, is standing right in front of her. Like, definitely a height difference there. And I was here for it because I'm like,
Same.
I am also that short. Yes, please tower over me, daddy.
It's always weird when I'm standing next to someone and they're not towering over me.
Right? Something is wrong because, like, I'm...
In my 5'1" stature, when someone is
5'1"?
not... No.
Oh.
When someone is not towering over me, I'm always like, this is strange.
Yeah, this is weird. Like,
I don't like this dynamic.
if we're even, like, slightly at eye level, because I'm generally still gonna be short, outside of you, really, I guess.
We're the same height.
Are we? I'm 5'3".
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, generally everyone is taller than us. So if we're even ever so slightly on eye level, it's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah.
If I'm not looking up at whoever I'm talking to, like,
It's weird.
it's
Unless
strange.
it's a child.
Yeah, a child.
You expect it
obviously-
to be a child.
Yeah, and where I definitely feel superior, I'm like, hi, yes, child. I'm superior. But no, like, so anyways, Sesshomaru is, like, towering over Kagome.
Sexy.
And I know, I'm, like, here for it. I would be like, yes, go on. Murder me, daddy. It's fine.
Yeah.
I can't escape. I'm
not
your
even
prey.
trying to escape.
Like, I'm really not. I'm running towards you, if anything.
It's
like,
okay. Just
give
take me now.
attention. Take me out. And they're like, on a date or, like, murder you. Either
yes,
one. Either
I'm
one.
good
Yes,
for either.
Both, really. If we can squeeze both of those things in one night,
Together,
fantastic.
a little date first, a little murder, stabby stab after.
Good.
Is a good night.
It's a very good night. It's very
Die a
fulfilling.
happy woman.
Oh, literally.
But of course, Kagome's not like that. She's like,
No.
no, I'm not gonna. You cannot. No,
Cannot touch me. And I'm like, girl,
I am woman.
I am woman. But, like, very tiny teenager woman, so that doesn't count for nothing.
That's true.
Okay? It counts for
Unless
nothing.
it's an anime.
Yeah, I guess so. So she's holding the sword. So Sesshomaru is there to more or less murder her, and Inuyasha's on the other side of his dad's stomach going, oh my gosh, no, don't pay attention to her. She has nothing to do with this. Like, come after me. And Sesshomaru's like, well, she pulled the sword, so, you know, I couldn't pull the sword. You couldn't even pull the sword, but she can. Yeah, like, this motherfucker needs to die.
Oh,
You know, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Solid basis for murder. All right. Here for it. And so Sesshomaru is not convinced by Inuyasha and proceeds to use his poison claws to murder.
To do a little poisoning.
Yeah, do a little poison acid times. Because Kagome just goes down with like all the melty bone that was also in the area that got hit with the poison claw.
Right. And I like that nobody really fucking cares.
No one really cares.
No one cares.
Not really. Like, Inuyasha's just like, oh shit, okay, that happened. And then all of a sudden, just reverts back to memory times. Like when he was a little kid. And is like, I remember that day.
Yeah, it was a good time for a flashback.
It was fantastic.
Right as someone was in the middle of potentially suffocating to death.
Yeah, being hella murdered.
Yeah, like let's have a moment.
Like let's just have some trauma. And flashback to, also some not good times. Really,
story checks out. I'm still listening.
Yeah. So Inuyasha decides to go into his memory of what we had previously seen with the unmother, of like him chasing a ball, right? Well, we get more detail of that memory. And that memory is, it looks like that...
the entire village was there.
Well, I think what it is...
Who was it? They were all old people.
Well, they weren't all old. What I think it is because back in the day, in a lot of different cultures, a lot of different countries, I think what I want to bet, and I don't know if this is really checked out, but Inuyasha's mom, I think, was...
a prostitute.
No.
Sorry. Taking a long time to get there, Hannah.
I know.
Making a lot of assumptions.
I've had a lot of drinkies, so I'm trying to sort it out in
my
brain.
A prostitute. Old people.
No.
All the things.
No.
Jumping to conclusions.
So I think more or less, his mom either was royalty or held high court. Because it looked like one of those situations where it's a huge palace with the, like, courtesans and the,
yeah, she was esteemed in some way.
Yeah. And so
she had some mad respect.
Yeah. So I think what that place was a palace where either royal subjects lived or like people that were more well off that held court with the prince and princess or whatever it is that was there. So I think that's what that group of people were, is, really, really powerful people. Yeah. And they're just hanging out in the court, having a fun time. And Inuyasha's there trying to, like, bond or, like, have a good time himself. And, they were kicking this ball around, more or less. And he tries to get involved. And they kick the ball off far away to the other side of the garden. And Inuyasha chases after it. And he retrieves the ball and tries to go back. And that's when the whole group is dispersing to other parts of the palace and leaving him alone. And that's when he throws the ball away and runs to his mom and is like, goes to his mom and says, "Mama, what's a half-breed?" And
his mom, with tears in her eyes,
just breaks down.
Yeah.
Because, Inuyasha's relaying this and going,
he feels hurt, left out, doesn't understand the thing as a child.
Doesn't, but knew in that time that his mom did, and the heaviness that that is now part of Inuyasha's life and what he's going to have to go through.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of a racist problem back then, too.
Oh, I hate a racist.
Seriously. So, she's like, oh, yeah, like I had sex with a demon. I mean, who wouldn't? Because the sex has got to be good.
I don't know. I haven't seen him yet. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, I'll show you pictures.
Okay.
Okay. In this world, like, this isn't really a spoiler, but more or less, full demons, usually like the most powerful ones, really pretty, gorgeous times. Lower demons, not so much, kind of ugly. But like when a human and a demon come together and make a half demon, there's like a 50-50 chance like that child is going to be really gorgeous or really ugly.
Oh.
In this world. And that's not really a spoiler.
I guess now I know what happened to me.
Oh, well, go on. What?
Continue.
What was that? So anyways, so now Inuyasha is still kind of cursed with being, you know, a halfling, you know, and people gotta be shit about it, you know, when all he wants to do is belong. And so this flashback like makes Inuyasha angry. I don't necessarily know why it's necessarily related to Kagome's, you know, apparent death.
Sure.
But he gets angry and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna murder you." Like he says to Sesshomaru, "I'm going to cut you and take all your insides out and put it in a bowl." And it's that last part that gets me.
It was a little extra.
It was a little extra because it's the last part that gets me. Like, you're going to put it in a bowl. And then what, bro? You going to eat it like ice cream?
No, we're just going to look at it.
Yeah, it's in a bowl now. Like, I mean, that's threatening, but also like very specific and kind of like nice in a way, because you're like, oh, you're putting your brother's innards in a bowl, where if you really hated him, you'd just be like, I'm gonna throw it to the demon crows, you know?
Right.
But he's like, no, I'm gonna put it in a bowl. okay, you do you, fam.
Like, freeze it. Yeah. Use my KitchenAid mixer and turn it into some ice cream.
Some meat ice cream, it's fine.
Eat it with a spoon.
With pinky out.
Yeah.
Like, really just being strange about it.
I do sometimes wonder if we lose a little bit in the translation where they have to add some extra words in or remove some.
Yeah.
Just to make the lips match up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you know what I mean? So maybe, but also things were kind of weird 20 years ago, so maybe not.
That's true.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
No one can know these things. All we know is what we've been given.
Yeah, because we are watching the English dub, which is very iconic, by the way. Just because, like, Inuyasha's voice actor is very distinct. Yeah, because, I mean, you'd hear that anywhere and you'd be like, Inuyasha. Anyways, so yeah, I kind of do wonder if that's part of like the lost in translation kind of a thing.
Right. We'll never know.
Yeah, unless we decide to.
No.
No, you're just like immediately shoot it down.
No.
That's fine.
No.
That's fine. It's okay.
No.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I won't suggest that then. Never mind.
Only magical girl anime after this.
Only that list is a little short, but it's fine.
Okay, great.
Wow, okay. So anyways, Inuyasha threatens Sesshomaru with that, and in the process of doing all of that, Kagome like pops up out of the pile of melted bone.
Like daisies.
And she's like, I can't believe that happened. And then proceeds to just be like, here, Inuyasha, here's the sword. Have fun.
And he's like, how are you not dead?
Yeah, you should be dead right now.
Like, not even concerned for her well-being. Never along the way has he considered that. He just saw her pop up and was like, oh, hey, bitch.
Bitch, the fuck you been? Bitch.
like, you ain't dead, girl?
What the? Why are you not dead
Right.
now?
That was pretty funny.
And she's just like, ah.
After she was so concerned with, let me get you the help. You're injured. I brought this first aid kit back on my little pink bike.
Right.
And she's over here potentially dead, and he's just like, that's cool, fam.
But you know what? Yeah.
This just happens in feudal Japan.
With all these demons.
And not even feudal Japan. We're now in prehistoric Japan.
Yeah, it's fine, really. I mean...
Yeah, so anyway, she's just like, no, it's cool. Like, I'm still here. And then he's like, oh, okay, well, sword? As he's just been given the thing.
And she's like, yeah, like, here's sword. Go get him, tiger.
Go use swordy. And he's like...
Go do the pink...
Huh? What? Sword?
Sword? What? Do? How? Why not
Stabby?
hand with claws?
Yeah.
That I call Iron Sword Reaver?
Ooh. Thor?
Sword.
Thor.
So, okay, Thor, sure, whatever. That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets the sword and he's like, I'm gonna get you now, bro. And
your little dog, too.
And Jockin's like, oh no, that's me. And everyone's like, no. You're the annoying frog boy, okay?
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's when Sesshomaru is just like, okay, I guess we have a fight now. And decides, like, this is the time that he turns into his true form, which is a really big, giant ass dog with lots of fur. So much fur. All over the place. And I'm still here for it.
Same.
So
I feel like I'm more here for it.
Really? Go on. What is it about? Is it the size difference? Is that...
Yeah, now that you brought it up. I'm mostly here I like the hairiness.
Yeah, hair is good. I mean, that
good.
looks like really great fur.
It does.
It does. And the look in his eye, like very, very feral, and I'm also here for that.
Feral, that's a good word for it, yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and I'm just like, yes, this is it, fam. This is what I want.
It do be doing it for the parts. For all the indoor plumbing. It's got it all going.
Yeah.
Every faucet is turned on, sir.
Just gushing, baby.
Yeah,
Just gushing.
I do feel like that. Yeah, it's good. I'm interested. I'm here for it. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah. So he transforms into his full formed demon.
Yes.
Times, and they start fighting again.
Of course.
And Inuyasha's trying to use Tetsusaiga, and it's just this little rusty, like, thin blade sword, and he's just trying to poke it everywhere, and nothing is working. And Kagome's in the background, just like, you can do it, I believe in you, you're doing so great.
Yeah,
and I'm
she's
just
the
like,
number one cheerleader.
I'm like, that's me. That is me.
Even though he doesn't even care about her or remember her.
Yeah, no, like, just...
She could be dead or alive, and his story is still just
about
the
his mom?
same.
Oh.
Basically.
Yeah, he has mama issues.
He definitely does have mommy issues.
Which is fine. I mean, who doesn't?
Me?
Oh. Okay.
You have mommy issues?
Maybe not.
I don't feel like I have mommy or daddy issues. I just have issues, and I'm
you know
owning them. They're just my issues.
I'm working through them. It's okay.
They're
it's
my
okay.
own personal issues,
Yeah,
not
it's
attributed
my own
to my
demons
parents.
that fuck me over.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're valid things for people to have. It's just not my problem.
Right. That's fair. That's a good way of looking at it. So, So they're fighting again.
Of course they
the
are.
The sword is doing absolutely nothing.
Of course it isn't.
Barely even tickling Sesshomaru. And Kagome's still like, you're doing great, sweetie. And Inuyasha's like, what the fuck are you talking about? this thing isn't even making a dent.
Oh.
And
I hate when that happens.
same. Your sword definitely needs to make a dent.
A slight one.
Ever so slight.
A little
even.
perforation. Just a
Yeah,
little.
just a little. Just the tip. Yet again, it's just the tip.
Do the thing here.
Oh. So, anyways. So, I can't, honestly, this is going to be a struggle because I can't remember what triggers it.
Okay.
But, it could be the fact that during the fight between Sesshomaru and Inuyasha, Sesshomaru makes a move where it kind of puts Kagome in danger, and Inuyasha reacts to that instinctively,
right.
like, no, don't do that. And the sword starts, as Inuyasha says, pulsing in his hand, which your sword should always be pulsing in your hand.
Oh. It's a lot to ask, but okay, sure.
I mean, is it for the right woman? You know? And that's, I guess Kagome is the woman in this instance. Because it starts pulsating, and it changes form in Inuyasha's hand to, instead of this skinny, rusty, sad-looking blade, it turns into this really thick, really large, girthy blade that's sharp and pretty and solid, and
blade appearance does matter.
it does. All blades matter, but this one especially.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yes.
And so he is starting to fight Sesshomaru again, and this time the blade is working because he is running that blade up through one of the front paws of Sesshomaru, and then cuts off Sesshomaru's paw arm thing.
Right.
And, like, obviously is very painful, not good times.
Right. It's a little surprising, though, for him, right? Because he doesn't think that anything can damage him like that.
Right. Like, no one expected that.
He's invincible. He thinks.
He should be.
He thinks.
Yeah. That's what all...
Minus a little stabby stab.
Yeah, I mean, no one expected that to happen, okay? So, knowing that was not a good thing, he knew when to retreat, and so that's what Sesshomaru does. He retreats because he just knows he's kind of outfought at this point, now that Tetsusaiga has released its power. And so him and Kagome were like, "Blah, that was amazing, that was so good." And then they retreat. Myoga ends up quote unquote fetching two of those skeleton bird things so they can all fly back to the portal entrance and go back to...
Which is where he'd been all along.
Oh yeah, like that. He said
that's why we didn't see him the whole time.
Yeah, he didn't run away.
He was securing a ride home.
Yes, because he was very confident in Inuyasha's ability.
I believe him.
Why is that?
I think he's pretty cute.
Okay, that's fair. Sure, yeah.
If I had a yokai daddy on my shoulder, I would do whatever he said.
Myoga. It's the fact that he has 4 arms instead of just 2.
And the fact that he could just suck my blood.
Yeah, that...
Drain me. I'm here for it.
The perfect man.
I'm here for that level of just being dominated at any given moment.
By any size thing. Yeah, absolutely.
It's fine. That's...
You have Myoga.
Don't judge me.
I have Sesshomaru. It's basically on the same level.
You can have him.
That's fine. Okay. That's cool.
I still think he's a daddy, but like...
Sure.
You know.
But
fine.
Myoga's
I'm willing to share. That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Understood.
So they hitch a ride on the skeleton birds.
Yeah.
Pop back over to feudal Japan like nothing happened.
It's cash.
It was super cash.
It's
super
like,
quick
it's
trip.
like taking the train somewhere.
Honestly, you know what that reminds me of? Like their whole trip to his father's grave is our trip to Buc-ee's. It was very similar.
You're calling me out like this.
We were both amazed by the size.
It was very girthy.
It was very big. And there was so much to do.
Unpack?
Yeah,
Oh.
so much to unpack.
I'm just here for all the puns right now. There's a lot of meat.
There was a lot of meat. There was a lot of beaver. What?
Memorabilia.
Yeah, souvenirs all over the place. Yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, like it was like going through a portal into another dimension.
It was.
And
I have no regrets. I would live there if I could.
I know, and that was the small one. So there's even bigger Buc-ee's somewhere in the world.
That's my aspiration now, is to go to like the world's largest Buc-ee's.
We'll make it happen. We're gonna do it. I don't know where that is, but
I don't
we'll figure
either.
it out. It's probably in Texas again, just like 20 minutes out.
Dang it.
It's fine. It's fine. So, anyways, they get back from Daddy's grave and Robinette, and the portal closes and turns back into the Black Pearl, and that Black Pearl just automatically goes back in Inuyasha's eye. Like, just, that's where it is.
Yeah, it was just cash.
Yeah, super cash, and Kagome and Inuyasha don't make much of it. They're just like, wow, okay, that was a time, and hey, look, I have the sword. And they're like, yeah, that was great. That was so good. And they go back to the village where they all meet up with Old Lady Ray, and they have a conversation about all that happened with her, or at least Miyoga and Kagome do. And Kaede is just like straight up like, you and like figuring all this shit out, this is wild. Like, what can't you do, girl? Because you literally pulled a sword out of a specific place for a specific way when these other two powerful beings couldn't. Like, honestly, what water are you drinking, girl? And Miyoga is sitting there and he's like, well, I have a theory. So it just turns into like conspiracy theory hour over like a meal and a fire. And Miyoga says more or less that the reason why Sesshomaru couldn't pull the sword is because he has a lot of hate for humans. And his father created that sword out of love and wanting to protect Inuyasha's mom, who was a human. And so the sword refused to be in the hands of someone that wanted to harm humans. And Inuyasha couldn't really pull it because of probably stupid reasons. But Kagome was able to pull it because her sole reason for wanting to have the sword was to protect someone.
Right.
And so that's Miyoga's theory of the sword is there to protect someone out of love and care or whatever. And that's more or less where the episode kind of ends, really. Unless, did I miss something? I can't remember.
I don't know. I didn't take any notes this episode.
Yeah, what was your one note that you took? What did it say? We're flipping through.
We're fine.
Yep, we're good. We got this. Wow. A lot of pages.
Sesshomaru. That's all I wrote.
Okay. Yeah.
It's literally my only note that I wrote.
So, you know what? That's all the note that you need.
Sesshomaru. I'm not even saying it right. That's
It's
the only note that I wrote. We're fine, fam. I have no other notes.
We are thriving over
That's
here.
all I wrote because it's all I was watching.
We're 30, flirty, and thriving.
I mean, we're something.
Hanging on by a thread.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's the end of this episode. So now that you've seen the first, like, real big daddy of the show, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What are you expecting to see next in the daddy realm?
Hopefully a lot more daddies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's gonna happen for sure. So yeah, anyways, that'll do it. And I'll see you in the next episode.
Baka, bye!